So Salem's Lot. I know people that have seen this at test screenings. This has been long in the works, been sat there for years now. I think this was originally supposed to release in 2022, if I remember rightly. And then it got pushed to 2023, and then it got completely removed. And then they're like, we'll just release it, I guess, on HBO or something like that. I heard this was unsalvageable, just like a complete mess, like an actual complete mess. And these images don't do anything to change my mind about that. They are devoid of all life. I don't even know if it can come across properly on here. I don't think it does it justice, to be honest, but they're not great at all. These the sort of image quality, we're looking at an image from the film, right? And you can just see like bland.
It looks pretty creepy. I mean,
what?
Like the guy in the window looks pretty creepy.
Yeah, it's a vampire, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I mean, this looks like an image from like a sitcom. It's too crisp, it's too clear, it's too clean. This one on my screen, it looks a bit crisper and clearer, to be honest.
Does this outside of the cars there? Does this read the 70s to you?
Oh no, obviously not.
Okay, just curious.
Does it to you?
Maybe it does a little. I mean, it wasn't the first thing I thought of, but when you say it,
yeah,
I don't know. It's just Stephen King is, he's a crazy globalist leftist in real life on Twitter. He's mad,
sure.
right?
Sure.
A load of his novels are brilliant. I mean, some of them are masterpieces. Some of them are very, very, very good. There's no, I wouldn't take that away from him. I wouldn't say they're not. And Salem's Lot was it could be good, but yeah, I'm just not waiting for a new Salem's Lot, right?
Really? Come on now. You're not going to flick this on day one? Oh, it's out. Yes. Salem's Lot marathon. No, I'm not keen on that. Again, another image. I mean, it just to me, it just looks uninspired and lame. I could get into like what they're saying about. They're really trying to push it. This article basically tells you everything that's happening in the movie, like everything, every little change that's made, everything that happens, which is terrible. It's a bad sign when they do stuff like that. This image, it's just all uninspired trash like this. Cool lens, bokeh in the background, I guess. Like I can't find the will to really care that much. This guy's a great actor, Pilu Azbek. Good actor. Don't know what he's doing in this though. He's wearing a bizarre get-up in this. He's going to be wearing a purple, coat and like a bizarre hat with feathers in it and stuff. Just weird. Like,
weird.
What is
weird. Weird.
I don't know. I can't find.
And this is an actual movie. Is this like coming in theaters? Is this like straight to streaming service somewhere?
This is a streamer, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going out on HBO. HBO is having this. What can we have someone else to adapt? Like, why do we have to keep adapting Stephen King stuff? There's other writers out there, for God's sake.
Okay, there's like Michael Crichton. There's a few, aren't there? Like, I guess it's that if you're going to invest so much money in a production, you want to sort of mitigate your risk, and I guess the calculation is, it's a tried and tested entity. Loads of his stuff has been made into movies in the past, and they've been good. So
true.
It's not that risky. I guess that's their calculation. But it's like the original It movie was quite good, and I guess made money, although I don't actually know one way or another for sure. But so let's just do that again. I mean, it is lame. They're not taking a risk. I said this before a few weeks ago, didn't I? That like back in the 80s, someone like a John Carpenter film, for example, they're really taking a risk on this completely original thing, right? It's a risk, it is. And sometimes they were hits, sometimes they were not so much a hit. But I guess now, if there's like hundreds of millions or $1 billion potentially on the line, I guess they're just terrified to take a punt on something unknown. I guess that's what's going on.
I found my exact email from my source, 2022. Salem's Lot, god awful. There's a reason that film got delayed until next year. It's unsalvageable. And it got delayed another year. So this was in 2022. They were test screening it. 2 years.
I still don't understand. I mean, I guess I do understand when I have it explained to me, but it still seems crazy when projects get so far advanced and then become unsalvageable. You know, like the idea that you start filming something before the script's done, stuff like that. It's like you're doing it all wrong. It's madness, isn't it? It's like,
but you have to. Bo, remember, this is the lead up to the release of original programming for streaming services. They needed material to release exclusively on their streaming service. So they were ordering entire series of television without a pilot. Okay,
that's Disney Plus. Disney Plus is renowned for that. They literally do a straight series order without a pilot and without a showrunner.
Yeah, but there was a point where everybody was doing it, including Netflix and everything else. And again, there's no proper management. The people who were making the decisions were the readers, not the executives that were hitting the green light, right? So the readers would hand it to them and say, look, this is hot. This is working right now. It's got modern audience written all over it. It's like this and this. And they'd the reader would hand the thing over to the executive, and the executive would go, that sounds good. Let's make it. And then they'd pencil whip it through, and you've got garbage.
It's like going on a first date and then booking the wedding venue. Putting a down payment on a house.
Pretty much. That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even like going on the first date. It's like organising the first date.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Didn't even get a reply. Didn't even get a reply on the Tinder. It's like, we're going to buy a car. We're going to buy a car together.
Man, I super liked you. I swiped up.
Jesus.
Oh boy!
Well, there you go. I thought we'd just cover this just because it's funny. We'll see when this thing comes out. I don't think it's going to do very well. I reckon it'll be not massively well received. From everything I know, everything you can just see for yourself with it being delayed and stuff. Color grading on this image is quite nice, actually, but that's about it. Everything else is a bit lame. So anyway, there you go. Just a quick detour or whistle stop tour on our peruse around the interwebs on stuff. Although we do have a super chat here from Oh Shit My Nulleth, says Stephen King is overrated. He is indeed. Absolutely.
Yeah, well, what was the last successful Stephen King film or show? Can you guys name it?
It. Pennywise, It.
Wow. How long ago was that?
A couple of years back now, wasn't it? It Chapter 2 was a couple of years ago now.
Yep.
But he's definitely overrated.